months or so, my client, the incoming president of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Advocate Nelson Chamisa.
Come on. So, Advocate, can you wait a bit? Wait for this guy to do whatever it is he wants to do.
Sorry, I'll take it again.
Yes.
For the last couple of months or so, my client, the incoming president of the Republic of Zimbabwe, Advocate Nelson Chamisa, has fought running battles with the Zimbabwe Electoral Commission against its abuses and violations. Your president has reasonably set his face. He has in all respects been motivated by his exceeding jealous for your civil rights, which he has unfalteringly asserted in the face of the shocking institutionalized violation of civil liberties by the body tasked with conducting harmonized elections. At the heart of those disagreements has been a call for the preservation of the sanctity and protection of the vote, a desire to make sure that the will of the people of Zimbabwe is not only expressed and respected, but that it ultimately triumphs. I come before you, Zimbabwe, in my capacity as the legal advisor to the incoming president, the head of his legal team. I'm come to assure you that no height, however precipitous, or depth, however profound, is able to negate the votes that you are going to cast for President Chamisa. I come, fellow Zimbabweans, to execute my and our biggest brief ever and to make, for your benefits and for posterity, the following assurances. Number one, I have, as your president's lawyer and the head of his legal team, done the legally needful to ensure the preservation of the efficacy of your vote. Obviously, due account being taken of the great and diligent work that you are going to play at various polling stations to preserve such vote, indeed, as you will be advised by your leaders. Each and every one of the many millions of votes that you are going to cast will receive effect and propel the country to a new order. We have put together all the necessary legal strategies and instruments to ensure that your vote counts and is secured. I would have you know, fellow Zimbabweans, that your votes as sharp instruments will reduce the swindling power of evil to chaff. And with your assistance, they cannot be negated by any rigging mechanism, however pernicious. Go vote, your vote shall count. Go vote, Zimbabwe. Both the end and the beginning are in the vote. Number two, a transitional framework, one which cannot fail, has also been put in place. To that end, I wish to assure you, on my name and honor, that I and our legal team are going to superintend over the imminent smooth transfer of power to the incoming president. The necessary assurances from the security apparatus are to end as they exist as a matter of law. Power will be relinquished. Power will be taken, even though the mountains be moved. Albeit, this shall be a peaceful and tranquil process. Dear Zimbabweans, on the 30th of July 2018, the business is going to be decided and decided forever. I urge you to express your views, to restate your dreams, to articulate your aspirations without fear, in the fullest assurance that such expressions will take effect. I assure you that your president's spirit, ever so tenacious and immortal, cannot be conquered, neither can his thirst for a free and progressive Zimbabwe be quenched. And such reality has informed our strategies and guided us every step of the way. It is that spirit, put in him by the Most High, that will yield the success of the strategies now in place. It is your assistance and your unbendable determination in securing the vote that will take us home. We have fully committed all our plans and strategies into the hands of the Lord because God is in it. Finally, fellow Zimbabweans, I end by commending you to Scripture in Job 5 verse 12, which says, He disappointeth the devices of the craft, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. I thank you, sir.
Thank you very much. The advocate will take a few questions, and as is the norm, it is important to introduce ourselves and the organization we're coming from before we ask the question. So, over to you, any questions? Yes.
Thank you. Mark from Reuters. What is the matrix of this transitional mechanism that you talk about?
Thank you. The transitional mechanism is a composite arrangement, which at this stage is confidential in nature. It involves so many people, it involves so many things that must be done. It is a matrix, it is a program, which by its nature cannot be divulged before it. But what I wish to assure you is that that matrix exists. As a matter of fact, that matrix has been superintended by some of the brightest legal brains in the land. And that matrix will achieve the desired effect. Thank you, ma'am.
Laura Angela Bagneto, Radio France International. I just wanted to ask you, you have this transitional secret framework in place, but how long are you going to wait if you do not get the result that you want in these elections to go to the Constitutional Court?
We're not thinking of going to the Constitutional Court. After the people have expressed their will, after the vote has been cast, after President Nelson Chamisa has been declared duly elected, that is the end. The question that is resided on people's lips is this: will you be allowed by the security apparatus to take power? If you will. And it is that question that I'm coming here to answer. And the answer is that there is a matrix, there is a program in place that will ensure that the will of the people is respected. So perish the thought that people can cast their votes, perish the idea that there's someone seated somewhere who's going to negate the expressed will of the people. That will not happen.
Can I just follow up on that? So you're saying that there is this secret apparatus. Does it include security?
By its very nature, we can't divulge the details. I know you're inviting me to get into the details, but what I want you to know, what I want you to take on, what I want Zimbabweans to be aware of, is that there is a matrix which will ensure that their vote, once cast, will take effect. And I dare anyone, I challenge anyone to stand up and indicate that notwithstanding the fact that people will have cast their vote, that vote is somehow not going to take effect. So that is the assurance that I bring.
On the hand at the back. Yeah.
You are now telling us that every vote that's going to be cast is going to count. Does this completely remove the fears that the MDC had as far as the chromatography thesis has been going around? Do you now have for security in any way, any evidence that this thing is not going to be happening as far as the X then disappearing after a certain time to then go to the other or the X?
Thank you. That fear remains, but there is something that is in place, and we'll be seeing it in a couple of days, which is going to ensure we're putting that in place, and it is going to ensure that if those papers exist, and we believe they do, something is going to happen which is going to negate their effect. There are certain provisions in the Electoral Act which we are activating. We do not need to go to court over those issues, but those steps are going to be taken. Watch the space. Those steps are going to be taken And the effect of those steps, once taken, is to negate the evil hidden in the chemical ballot paper.
Yes?
Hi, Ader Palton with National Public Radio in the U.S. Are you saying that you are putting off the table any legal mechanisms for if this election doesn't go your way? Are you saying that that is off the table?
No, the election is going the way of President Chamisa. That is a fact. That is our premise. That is our starting and end point. The election is going his way. President Chamisa can only appear in court as a respondent in an election petition. President Chamisa is not going to appear in court as a mover of an election petition. The election is going his way. The will of the people of Zimbabwe is going to be expressed in a resounding manner come the 30th of July.
That's out of hand.
Good afternoon, Message Chamisa from Eyewitness News in